I'm working on the parabolic partial differential equation, and also I have given the attendance record and updated marks. Everything is given. I have re-examined and some of the marks have been increased. The class average is now 4.86 for the secondaries. Okay. So rho u rho p equals to rho u by rho x square plus rho u by rho y square. There was a problem which had non-homogeneous boundary condition, initial condition. IC equals to u, p equals to 0, which is f of xy. Then we have boundary conditions, which is u x equals to 0 for which of the ux0 for all y equals to gy, and ux equals to a for all y equals to 0, uy equals to 0 for all x equals to 0, and uy equals to b for all x equals to hx. Y equals to b. I think this part, I think slight mistake was the last class. Check it out the boundary. Slight mistake is then check it out. Now we can see that there are three non-homogeneities. This upward, there is no non-homogeneity here. The upward is rho rho p minus rho 2 rho x square minus rho 2 rho y square. This is upward. And boundary conditions are actually given. If there you can see that there are two non-homogeneous boundary conditions. One non-homogeneous is the initial condition, and so that means there are total three non-homogeneities. Okay, so the entire problem can be split into three sub-problems. Okay, so it is u xyt, which is u1 xyt plus u2 xyt plus u3 xyt. For the first sub-problem, what we do? Our initial condition is non-homogeneous. All boundary conditions will be homogeneous. Our equation is already parabolic. So it will be what kind of problem? First sub-problem for the u1, which is rho u rho t equal rho u1 rho t, rho to u1 by rho x square, rho to u2 by rho x square. IC, which is u1 t equals to 0, f of xy, and then this is u1 x equals to 0 for all y equals to gy. Sorry, it will be 0 because all homogeneous. u1 x equals to a for all y equals to 0. u1 y equals to 0 for all x equals to 0, and u1 y equals to b for all x equals to 0. And obviously this is a problem of PIC problem, PIC, parabolic initial condition. This is a big category problem, parabolic initial condition problem. Next is U2. Okay, so in the U2 what actually we can see that we have, this is already considered. So we will then consider the second problem as this is homogeneous and this is non-homogeneous. So our problem is rho U2, rho T equals to rho 2 U2 by rho x square plus rho 2 U2 by rho y square. IC will be u2 t equals to 0 already has been considered. Then this is u2 x equals to 0 for all y equals to 0. u2 x equals to a for all y equals to 0. u2 y equals to 0 for all x equals to 0. And u2 y equals to b for all x equals to h of x. Okay. And now this has the sub problem. This has two sub problems. First sub problem is, so problem number 2a will be what? This is because if you look at, this is a parabolic PD, initial condition is not non-zero, is homogeneous. In that case it cannot be called as peak category. In that case it cannot be called as peak category problem. So in that case, if it, and It is what kind of problem then? NHB type. NHB problem. There is nothing but NHB. As I said, peak, NHB, EIC all can be solved. But if it is NHE, non-homogeneous equation itself, that can be done by finite Fourier transformation. That will be covered after partial differential equation. So in that case, NHB can be further split up. How to split up? If you split up, what are the two problems you think about and get the answer? PIC and EBC problem. Elliptic boundary condition problem will get one category, another category will get PIC, parabolic initial condition problem. So the U2 can be written as U2xyt can be written as W2xy plus V2xyt. So this will lead to the elliptic problem W2, or I can say V2 plus W2. This is better because I am using this symbol. V2 and W2. V2xy is the elliptic problem and W2xyt is the parabolic problem. So what is the problem for V2 then? What will be the problem for V2 and what is the problem for W2? What is the governing equation for V2? What is that? Or you can say dou to V2 by dou x square plus dou to V2 dou y square equals to 0. Elliptic problem. There is no time dependency. So there is no initial condition because of elliptic condition. Elliptic problem is steady state. So V2 x equals to 0 for all y equals to 0. V2 x equals to a for all y equals to 0. V2 y equals to 0 for all y equals to 0. V2 y equals to b for all y equals to 0. Yes or no? Should be 0. Yes or no? It is 0, right? Then why it is not 0? It is 0 or not? Huh? Then what it will be? Minus. Where is the minus coming? See, arbitrary you are saying. You look at, we have the eyes, you have the brain. Both the things we have. You have the eyes and brain. It has been discussed last class. V2 will be what? V2 will be what? Remember that if you add V2 and W2, we should get V2. That will be valid for everywhere, including the boundary initial condition. So if you add V2 plus W2, you should get Hx. What is that? Remember that W2 is the W2. This will give the problem of EBC. This will give the problem of peak category. So peak category boundary conditions cannot be non-homogeneous. It has to be homogeneous. What will be V2 then? H of x. Why it is taking so much of time then? It should not take me a fraction of a second. H of x. Now, next sub problem is, who will tell me? Next sub problem. 2b. Problem number 2b. Problem number 2b. Next sub problem. Amit? That's what. I cannot get any answer from you anytime. It's so easy. I'm telling you, nobody taught me like this. I took this course. Nobody taught me this way. Nobody can tell. I'm really surprised. Nikita, no idea. Next sub problem. You don't study at all, right? Yeah. What is the thing? Do you know the answer? Yes. Can you tell me? Dou W2, dou T, W2 plus rho square W2 by rho y square. Then IC. This parabolic equation it equals IC. What is the IC? W2 xy 0 or W2 t 0 for all xy equals to. It is there in the board. All answers are there. I am really surprised. W2 at t equal to 0 is how much? 0. See, it will lead to the peak category I say. Peak category means initial condition has to be non-homogeneous, otherwise you cannot solve the problem. I get the answer. You are saying 0. You are saying 0. What is that? W equals to 0. Huh? What is W2? I am not getting answer. Minus V2 xy. Why? Because U2 is nothing but V2 plus W2. Okay? V2 is steady state solution. Okay? That is obtained before that. So W2 at t equal to 0, nothing but 0 minus V2 if at t equal to 0. V2 at xy. Okay, and then basis for this, you can see the peak problem. So in the peak problem, definitely all boundary conditions are to be 0. So W2 x equal to 0 for all y equals to 0. V2 x equals to a for all y equals to 0. V2 y equals to 0 for all x equals to 0. And V2 y equals to b for all x equals to 0. Sorry, W2. Okay, so that's the way problem number 2 is actually being configured. So I will do directly U3, and U3 xyt is nothing but V3 xy plus W3 xyt. Can you tell me the subproblems? Who can take dictate please? Should be first. I want a subproblem directly. I don't want to write the total problem. I want to write the subproblem first. Who will give me the subproblem? I'm really surprised. Nobody is studying actually. It's so easy. Yes. What is that? You should be louder. What is that? Don't talk shortcut. Am I being shortcut to the class? What's the common equation? What's the boundary condition? What's the common equation? Don't say ABC and all. I am not saying that square. I am not saying that square V3. What is the differential equation? That's you are always doing shortcut. That's the problem. X dou 2 V3 dou square plus dou 2 V3 dou y square equals to 0. Okay. Next, this is what is that? V3 x equals to 0 for all y. You are not saying that. You are just so lazy actually. I don't know why. Equals to. Are you 0? Are you sure? What is considered here? So for this this has been considered. Is this considered? What is the condition for the third problem? The third problem, the non-homogeneity is what? Where is the non-homogeneous third problem? What is the non-homogeneous third problem? That's what I don't know whom I am teaching actually. I'm really surprised. This kind of batch I've never seen in my life. Nobody is responding. What is the problem? It is so simple. Even a 10 plus 2 guy can answer me better. 10 plus 2 guy can answer me better. V3 xy x equal to 0 t for all y equal to what? 0? Is it 0? You are saying 0, right? G of y. Okay, next is V3 x equals to a for all y equals to 0. V3 y equals to 0 for all x equals to 0. And V3 y equals to v for all x equals to 0. Next. Not dw. What man? What are you doing? You cannot pronounce do, right? You do it when go to hostel, pronounce yourself by 1,000 times. Then you will never forget. Dou w3 by dou t equals to dou 2 w3 by dou x square plus dou 2 w3 by dou y square. Definitely this is the peak problem. What is w3t equals to 0? You tell me the answer. Minus v3xy, right? This is will be what? w3x equals to 0 for all y equals to v3x equals to w3x equals to a for all y equals to 0. w3y equals to 0 for all x equals to 0. w3y equals to b for all x equals to 0. So these are my problems. So U1 has to be solved, U2 has to be solved 2 times, U3 has to be solved for 2 times. So there are 5 parts for this problem. Let's pick up each part and solve it. We'll go for the first subproblem U1. We'll go to the first subproblem U1. So U1 we have seen that. So separation of variables. This is the only technique we have known. Separation of variables. So what is the u1 I should write? What will be the way I will separate the variables? X of x into t. Y is not, that's what I'm telling you, you are just mugging and giving the answer. Why? Yeah. How many variables? 3 variables, three things. You are just mugging and giving the answer. Right. X of x into y of y into t of t, right? Next step. Next step. I am telling the people who are interacting in the class, based on that, the boundary term, you know that, the grading is there to boundary condition. Somebody with a border line. In the border line case, it is in my discretionary power. If I feel I want to push, I push based on the interaction, assignment and everything. If I don't want to push, I don't push even for 1 month. So this class interaction is very, very important. I remember who are interacting in the class, and those people will get definitely the advantage when they are in border line. Okay, that I am telling for information. Okay, I am giving you a chance. Okay, you cannot do it because we are browsing through. Nikita. What do you want by don't you have to implement this one? Did you understand separation of variables? I don't think. If you put do you want by don't you, what will you get? What will you get if you put do you want by don't you? You get do you want by don't you? You didn't understand anything of the separation of variables. What will you get? X into y, then not don't it, because it is only the variable of t of t. Since I separate out, there is no rho. It is dt by dt equals to y into t, yes, you are right. Then d square capital X by dx square, you are right, plus x into t d2y by dy square. Now, remember that each of the term will be having that corresponding dependent variable only. So xy should not be there, only t should be there. Here x should be there, here y should be there. How to get that kind of situation? You do divide by something such that you do get that kind of situation. xy t, then you get 1 by dt by dt, 1 by capital X, d2x by dx square, plus 1 by y, d2y by dy square. Okay? Next step. Now the thing is that we have seen for the one-dimensional problem, the space we got the eigenvalue problem. That means we have to find out whether the boundary conditions are homogeneous. Do you know that the boundary conditions are homogeneous? In that case, solution could be the eigenvalue problem, provided this is denoted as minus lambda on square. And if I put it minus lambda on square, then this will be the eigenvalue problem, provided my boundary conditions are homogeneous. And of course, answer is yes, all the conditions are homogeneous. So both the directions, I will get the eigenvalue problem. Both the directions, I will get the eigenvalue problem. Am I correct? So, what is the problem? What I will get then? I will read this part. So, my x direction, 1 by x, d2x by dx square equals to minus lambda also. So, we will get d2 capital X by dx square plus lambda square capital X equals to 0. What is your eigenfunction solution then? What's your eigenfunction solution then? So the eigenfunction will be, so in that case we can say this lambda 1n xn. Eigenvalue is always we can, always, because you remember that eigenvalue problem, the vector space is a minus lambda I into ui naught equals to this suffix I was putting the sequence of the eigenvalue or sequence of the eigenfunction. So this xn is very, very important. So I should say this lambda on square. So that's fine. So xn is equal to what? Xn is equal to what? What is that? A sin lambda 1 x plus bn. I will say, I will give this constant as axn and bxn. It's better. Because x direction means I am putting ax and bx. That's better on this. Ax and bx. Ax and bx and the eigenvalue? Now we need to have boundary condition to find eigenvalue. How to get boundary condition? Look at your first problem and tell me the boundary condition. How to do the boundary condition? Now, if you look at, I will take one situation. Ux equals to 0 for all y equals to 0 to 1. And u1 means what? Xx, yy, pt, x equals to 0 for all y equals to 0. At this boundary, what I am saying that I can put x equals to x of x equals to 0 provided y of y non-zero and t non-zero. With that condition, I can say xx equals to 0 for this. So this will give one boundary condition, which is x of x equals to 0 and x equals to 0 for all y. We don't need y because we are only working from the body differential equation. Similarly, capital Xx equals to 0 and x equals to a. Am I correct? This is the derivation of boundary condition. That is very, very important. The derivation of boundary. So you have the boundary condition in terms of u1. u1 you wrote as xx, y, t. Okay? And that's equals to 0. And of course, you have to implement that y, and pt cannot be 0 because we don't know about that. But of course, in that case, xx has to be 0. Okay? And what actually happens? We got xx equals to 0 and xx equals to 0 and x equals to 0 and a. With that, it is possible to get the eigenfunction, and you have done this kind of problem. What is your eigenvalue and eigenfunction? Eigenvalue is lambda 1 n equals to lambda 1 n equals to eigenvalue lambda 1 n equals to. People are struggling this type of problem. I have done 1,000 times, I think. I have done 1,000 times this type of problem. The boundary condition is so straightforward. Amit doesn't even know how to do it. Even a 10 plus 2 guy can teach you. Don't go to that kind of situation where a 10 plus 2 guy will come and teach you, right? You don't understand how to find eigenvalue? I am asking you a question, Amit. You don't understand. Then why are you coming to the class? How to find eigenvalues? You have to put the boundary condition. Can you put the boundary condition here? What are the boundary conditions for this? I am asking a question on it. What are the boundary conditions? Not the entire book. What are the boundary conditions from this problem? What? What are the boundary conditions for this? See the situation of this guy. Kudos to you. I think you should get D, E or U grade. Not more than that. I remember your test. Okay, you should get at least D or E or U grade. I won't give you like D or E guarantee. Yes, I should not waste my time for you. N pi by B. Why should I waste my time? Because you don't waste your time for the class, right? No, you don't. Do you study that? Of course not. No. I'm telling you, I will send a 10 plus 2 guy to teach you. You want that one? I have a guy. I will send it to you. Unfortunately, that guy won't get scholarship. You are getting scholarship. That's why I will not send that guy to you. Okay, what's the eigenfunction then? My God, I have done the eigenfunction for last 10 classes and you are saying you don't know. What a horrible situation you have. And I don't know how you got 4 out of 20. You should have got 0 actually. Xn equals to what? Xn equals to A is not that, no? Axn. Then sine n pi x by A. Correct only? Okay. So you got xn equals to axn sine n pi x by A. Y direction. Give me the value for y direction. So y direction. Our problem is 1 by y d2y by dy square plus lambda 2 square equals to 0. Eigenvalue problem will be 1 by, it will be d2 yn. First to write the eigenvalue problem in this fashion. Otherwise you cannot do it. You will get very confused. You have to formulate eigenvalue problem. Remember that eigenvalue problem, the vector space is A minus lambda I u I bar equals to 0. This I denotes the sequence. Here what is n? Same thing. So many times I told, I am telling You think I'm just talking garbage. Okay. At least one person should respond to me. I'll be happy with. Because I don't take responsibility for others to learn. Okay. What's the same thing, right? Lambda 2n is how much? So what I will do here, I won't do n, I will put n here. I will put n. I will tell you why I am putting n. So please change n to n. Because this suffix and this suffix should not be same. I will tell you within 5 minutes why I am putting n. What is lambda 2n then? M pi by d, excellent. M pi by d. Why m is equals to AYM. AYM. Then sin m pi into y. Into y. Correct? Is it correct? You say some minus or something. M pi by d into y. Okay. So now what is my solution? And tt is also there. So tt, so last part is 1 by d dt equals to what then? Equals to what? Minus lambda 2 square. Lambda 2 square, am I correct? Okay. Next step. For each eigenvalue, it will be 1 by d dt equals to minus lambda 1 m square plus lambda 2 m square. Right? Am I correct? So if you integrate, what do you get? We have done this thing previous class. If you integrate, what do you get? If you integrate, what do you get? If you integrate, what do you get? I will put Cmn because of n and m. Cmn e to the power minus lambda 1m square plus lambda 2m square into t. Am I correct? Yes, very good. My total solution now, last step. If you look at my eigenfunctions are x1 n x y1 m y. So it is, I will get 1 1 1 2. I get 1 n. I get, and so on, like that infinity. So for each of the eigenfunctions, my solution is x1x, y1y. It should be t. I will put t mn. That means it will be t11 of t. Corresponding suffix x. Sorry. It should be x1. Yes. Only two suffixes will be there. I'm sorry. x1 x, y1 y, t11 t. Next eigenvalue, I can have x2 x. You can write total solution. How it is coming? Total solution. x1x, y1 y, t11 t. x2x, y1 y again can occur. All combinations it will be t21 t. Am I correct? Plus x3x, y1 y. What will be that? t t31 t. It will go like that. Then I will fix x1 and change y. Then it will be x1x, y2y, t, t1 to t. Next will be x1x, y3y, t1 3t. and so on. So what will be my summation then? What will be my summation then? Now we can see why I am putting m and n. If it is m and n, if it is only n, it will be only x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 and so on. x1, y2 or x2, y1, this kind of term will not come. Because the combination means x direction eigenfunction solution. y1 is the y direction eigenfunction solution. And Tmn is getting the solution based on the combination of these two eigenvalues. Okay, so x1 can combine here, can combine here, can combine any of the values. Similarly, y1 can combine with any of the values. Based on that, Tmn will be selected. That's why this entire combinations. How many terms will be there? How many terms will be there? How much? How much? Any 12. Correct. Any 12 terms. And what is my total solution then? Summation. N equals to 1 to infinity. Don't say 1. I just use an n square for the n and n terms by considering. But since functional space is the infinite dimensional, this will be infinite terms. So it will be x direction will be infinite terms, y direction will be infinite terms. My solution will be, just a minute, my eigenfunction I should write here ax1 b, sorry, ay1, am I correct? It will be ax2 ay2, is corrected, ay1, it will be ax3 y1, it will be ax1 ay2, it will be ax1 ay3, so it will be axm aym. Then next, then sin n pi x by a, then be louder now, otherwise I cannot hear. I am just hearing some buzzing sound. Sin m pi y by b, then Cmn, you should write Cmn here, e to the power minus lambda square is n square pi square by a square, m square pi square by b square into b. Right? And this entire thing I am writing as Dmn, the same convention. I am writing entire thing as Dmn. So what I got finally? What I got finally then? I got u1 x y t is summation n equals to 1 to infinity, summation n equals to 1 to infinity, dmn sin n pi x by a sin n pi y by b, e to the power minus n square pi square by a square, m square pi square by b square into b, which is unknown yet Dmn. You don't find Dmn, right? How to find Dmn? We have done for the parabolic case. We have done for the parabolic theory. Please look at how do I find that. At least you tell me how do you find. Why? That is any kid can tell you. Using inner product, yes. How to find double inner product? The double inner product, right? That means if you believe double integral for x and y direction, it will be double integral. Then if you take inner product, what will be given? What will be given? If it is double inner product, what is given? What is given if it is double inner product? So you have to put initial condition. u1 xy0, this term will go, it will be, so I will write down u1 xy0, which is f of xy, which is summation n equals to 1 to infinity, summation n equals to 1 to infinity, dmn sin n pi x by a sin n pi y by b. How to find dmn? Up to this is clear? Yes. How to find dmn? If it is a single direction, for example, y is not there, how to find dmn? This I have already taught in the class. I want in terms of integral. If it is single variable, how to find the d in terms of integrals? We have done it already. Can you tell me? Somebody should raise the hand and tell, because otherwise I don't understand what we are doing. What is that? If it's single variable, we have done it. Nobody is able to tell me, and these are what you guys are doing in the class. 0 to a. Yes. N by x by a dx divided by integral 0 to a sin square n by x by a dx. If it is double integral, what will happen? If it is double integral, what will happen? Because same thing you should be doing for y also. Then what is dmn? Integral 0 to a, integral 0 to b. Yes, you are telling something. U of xy0 is nothing than f of xy. F of xy, yes. Sin n pi x by n. Then sin m pi y by b dx dy, yes, divided by 0 to a, 0 to b, then sin square n pi x by a sin square m pi y by b dx. That's it. First problem is solved. First part is solved. Once you get the dmn, put it here, you get the answer. And how many terms? Generally speaking, I can tell you that for the, if you want to write a MATLAB code, from my experience, each direction generally 20 terms are required. Ideally speaking, infinity. Infinity is 1000, 1 lakh. But my experience, I'm telling you, don't go to that level. Up to 20 terms you can actually easily consider. Beyond 20 terms you don't contribute much. It may differ maybe 6 or 7. So each direction 20 terms are required, and in that case definitely I will not give that kind of problem in the exam. That type of problem you can actually do it for research purpose. If you want to benchmark some of the part, you can do that in the using MATLAB or library computer program. Use 20 terms in each direction and get the answer. Any questions? Any doubts? Any questions? No questions. Okay, let's go to the problem number 2b first. Then problem number 2a. We will go to the first. If you want, I can do the problem number 2a, which is very easy problem. EBC, elliptic boundary condition. Problem number 2a. Elliptic boundary condition. Problem number 2a. What is the governing equation, or how to do separation of variables? v2xy equals to v2xy equals to what is that? That's it. Tell me the differential equation then directly. Tell me the differential equation directly. What is that? Y into Very good. Got it? All of you? Yes? Then as I said, each of the term would have the same variable. Because you can see that y and x is going to go. How to get x and x? Divide by x1. No, 1 by x, 1 by y. Which will be having eigenvalue problem? Which direction? X or y? What are the boundary conditions for this problem? What are the boundary conditions for this problem? You check the boundary condition for x and y. X direction, if you look at the boundary condition for V2 is homogeneous for this direction, and the boundary condition for the y direction is non-homogeneous. So definitely x direction will have the eigenvalue problem. X direction will have the eigenvalue problem. So in that case, I will assume this was as minus nu 1n, or nu 1 is the nu 1 square is my eigenvalue, right? So what actually will happen? My eigenvalue problem will be d2 xn dx square plus nu 1n square xn equals to 0. Why I am putting nu 1? Because already I put lambda already, you want to put the same value. Otherwise you get confused for your exam. When you browse through your answers, your problem, you see lambda 1 someplace and you just put the value and get the wrong answer. That's why I am putting nu 1. What is then xn? What is xn? It will be a prime xn sine nu 1 and x plus v prime xn cos nu 1 x. Am I correct? Yes or no? Basak, you have to give the entire class problem today. Not today, this is on Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday you have to give entire notes what I am doing in the class today. Entire problem, you want to give all the parts. Write in details and give it to me. Okay. And you are supposed to give today something, right? Did you get the eigenvalues? Was it working fine in introduction method? That was a good guess, right? Last time I gave different kind of guess. I will compare which guess is better. Okay. What is the eigenvalue then? Nu 1n. What's the eigenvalue? What are the boundary condition? Can you get the boundary condition for this problem? Xn at x equals to 0, 0, right? And xn at x equals to a, also 0. That's it. So same kind of situation you got. What is the nu 1n then? Nu 1n is n pi by a. What is your xn? Which is a prime xn sine n pi x by a. That's it. Simple. The method is not that simple for y direction. So what will be a y direction equation, common equation? Of course, that is not the eigenvalue problem because the boundary conditions are not homogeneous. What is the differential equation for y direction? Is there in the board? From here you can get the answer. What is the differential equation in the from the board for y direction? What is that? d2y by dy square minus, it is not plus, it is equals to minus nu square. That's it. Equation is there already. I wanted to put y here, right? What is the solution for this? For each n I get yn. What is the solution for this? CYM. We have done this kind of problem earlier. That's what I'm saying. You don't study at all. Whatever I'm teaching. This kind of question I have given the solution in ordinary differential equation. Please look at the class note. Please look at the class note. I have done it. Solution of this. See, so unfortunate situation. Simple thing which I have done, you are not able to remember. You are not able to remember that. Who can tell the answer? What is the solution for this? It's so simple. Nobody can tell the answer. See the situation of the class. Nobody can tell the answer for this kind of situation. What's the solution of this answer? Nobody can tell. Yes, Sumeda. You are just looking at me. You are just looking, right? Where's the solution? You have the solution in your notebook. Yeah, there's no one look at it. It is not, I'm not doing a drama in the class, right? Yes, Nikita. Again you are saying e raised to power. Whatever you have learned in 10 plus 2, you don't got to learn more, right? This you have learned in 10 plus 2. I have told something, the solution. What I told, can you find out? This kind of solution I told. Even I discussed, I derived. Amit asked me the solution. I derived. Can you tell me that? You only asked, I remember. And I derived that. See your situation. Pathetic, I'm telling you. I don't know how I allow you to sit in the class. Maybe I'm too good for it. You only asked me. And I'm surprised that nobody can tell me the answer. I told such a very cute form of the solution. I discussed. Nobody can tell. Nobody can tell. I understand. I won't even proceed. Why to teach more? Why to teach very good? There is no point to teach, right? What's the answer? I'm very surprised. And Basudha is also doing like this. I don't know what level. At least one, I thought that you are at least doing. You are serious. You are doing something. That is the level of yours. I don't know whom I am teaching in the class. This kind of problem you have done in the 10 plus 2 level. What was the solution there? What was the solution there? Based on 10 plus 2 knowledge, you tell. See, you cannot enhance your knowledge from 10 plus 2. What is your 10 plus 2 knowledge? That also you don't know. Plus 2 knowledge. C1, okay. E to the power mx plus e to the power minus mx by 2. What is the formula? This I told in the class, no? You just see my situation. The poor teacher is struggling in the class. The students are not able to care for that teacher. I need a poor teacher now. In a very distressed situation. What is the solution? Tell me please. At least one answer. Otherwise I cannot proceed. Can you tell the solution now? You have a to the power mx plus b to the power minus mx. How can you express in terms of sine hyperbolic and cos hyperbolic? Can you do that? I have done in the class, I am sure, right? I have done in the class. I have done in the class. I am really surprised. I am really surprised. You don't know. I struggled for you that day. I am telling you, I am cursing in the class. Nothing good will happen to you. Because that day I was sweating for you to make you understand. I am telling you, with my curse, you cannot have success in your life. Come only for you. You will mind it. You cannot have success. If I curse, it happens. I am telling you. It happened to many people. I struggled for you on that day.